Yes.
I think so.
Yes, sorry, I'm here. I was laughing at the language. Lanugaj.
Lanugaj. Lanugaj.
Sky Tower, please no.
Some straight up Rhiannon language there.
Lanugaj.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Sorry, I have to let this part finish.
Do I need to be in anywhere for a map?
Not now.
Okay.
Well, now I'm scared.
I know.
Not yet.
Rhiannese is the national language of this virginity.
Christ.
That-
I'm not mad.
I
That was
don't-
hilarious.
Was it? Is that what it was?
You had a really good one. Was it today or tomorrow? Time is a weird soup.
Today or tomorrow?
I mean, yesterday. Time is a weird soup. I said what I said.
God.
It's okay.
Shut up. I've been up since 3:30.
I know.
Wait, I was funny?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I
you've been
thought. I figured, yeah. I just got really hopeful for a second there, but I knew I knew it was false.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, it was the misogynistic, misogynistic.
Oh,
Yes.
that was funny.
That was funny.
A phonetic masterpiece, really.
Yeah, that was good. Put that one up in the Hall of Fame. Okay, let me inhale a little bit more iced coffee and then I'll start reading.
I looked at my HP and got real confused.
Are you dead?
No, but my max HP is not what it should be.
Oh, it's fair.
Oh, right. It got lowered.
It did.
It did.
Okay. When we last left off, you had ventured finally into the infamous Rot Wilds in search of old allies and the creature behind a breach between your worlds. Using one of your bard's pact boons to protect you from the place's influence, you were successfully able to not only locate the allies trapped in the Rot Wilds, but also slay the creature trying to weaken the portal. And you retrieved something pivotal to the Wizard Calder's safe return to your home plane. You have at last left that dead place behind to return to your own homes, making your way back to your camp and your horses, and leaving the territory of Camp Sorsa behind so that you could find a place to camp where you are surrounded by nature and green again. You have made camp now, feeling a little less of that looming pressure of things to do that you might usually. You've enjoyed a fresh cooked meal and have had the time and ability to settle in for the evening, feeling a little less engulfed and surrounded by danger than you have in the last few weeks. Is there anything you wish to do or establish has been done with the time before your long rest?
I made those sending stones into necklaces.
Oh, that's
I'd like to make a... Go ahead.
No, you go.
You're good.
You go. I already said stuff. I already did it. No,
That's-
it's fine. I was just making a comment. It's nothing important. Carry on.
That's actually a really cool idea, and Vaughn is going to thread his sending stones into the bracelets that Darby made us. If that's doable.
Sure, craft night.
Yay! Craft night!
The boys just continue to have arts and crafts stones.
Perfect.
Anything else?
Just want to make a tiny planter, maybe with some bits of leather or water skin and maybe some sticks to give it shape. Just make a little planter and put some dirt in it and put a seed and a flower in there and then water them.
Are you putting the seed and flower in the same planter?
I am. Not like on top of each other, but they came from the same place, so I'll be very sad if they're not compatible with each other, but you know. I'm trying, and Nia still has one seed to try, so if I fuck up mine, maybe she'll succeed.
Nobody's gonna fuck anything up. It's fine.
Never! We would never!
No.
She says moments before, and you fucked it up.
And you fucked up.
I want a little box, but I want to wait until we get to a town so I can buy a little box to put my seed in.
Okay. Anything else?
I promised a wizard some shit, and I'm trying to do it.
No, that's all. That's great. That's all you. You got the flour.
How much leather do I have left?
I don't know. How much have you made out of that one displacer beast?
Like 12 friendship bracelets and 2 necklaces.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you've got plenty.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna just start making more.
So-
I'm just gonna start making more friendship bracelets.
Oh my god.
You never have too many friends.
You never have too many friends.
It's true. I'm gonna make like another 10.
Okay.
Like 20? No.
This bracelet is a legally binding contract. You have to be my friend if I give it to you.
Jokes on everyone. Darby's just been putting tracker devices on everybody.
Yeah, my dad put like an Apple tracker in my purse on the way home the other day just to make sure I got home safely. Yeah, I
Yeah, I get that.
love.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's awesome, but oh my gosh.
Well, state of emergency too. It's not like everything is as it normally
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it was. It was not under protest or anything. It wasn't like he hid it in my purse when I wasn't looking.
All right. Well, you finish up your nightly activities. Pack up what you need of your camp so that you don't leave anything out for any beasties that might be attracted to the scent of fresh cooked food or the noise of bodies settling in for bed. Are you doing watches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're doing watches.
Okay.
I do middle watch.
I'll do the first watch.
Last watch. And also doing the hut thing. Yeah.
I'll go
So
first
when I-
watch.
Last.
Okay.
Oh, I can
Well-
cook breakfast.
Just thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You will find your respective corners within the safety of Solace's tiny hut. I believe it was Darby and Realm on first watch.
Yeah.
Yay.
Please make a perception check.
I did, but I don't know why I bought it.
Mine wasn't bad, I don't think. Perception. Oh yeah, dirty 20.
9.
Okay. Darby, you're quite absorbed in your friendship bracelets. It is methodical and soothing and something to put your mind to. So you don't see or hear much of anything. The good news is neither does Realm. And he is a little bit more alert and watchful, with less to distract himself with. It is a clear, quiet night. There are a few clouds that blow across a crescent moon. You can hear in the distance some calls of birds and creatures, chirps of bugs. But it is refreshingly peaceful.
Hell yeah. I say.
Just a quiet, distant hilly.
So proud of their bracelets.
There's also a cat attacking my hand. Hold on.
That's what you get for saying they're chill.
In the hut?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Vaughn,
Yes.
your belly is full and your body is exhausted. When your time comes for rest, you are asleep before your head hits your pillow. It is a deep, warm, and restful sleep, the kind that is completely embracing. Normally, you would expect one of your companions or the shuffling of the morning to rouse you. But you find yourself woken by a familiar, distant, echoing voice gentling your name. Your eyes will open to bright and brilliant and warm light. You float among pristine, fluffy white clouds, pushed by a comfortable, gentle breeze. You see no sun, but it is daylight here, and that makes it so easy to catch the motion of a figure weaving through those fluffy clouds towards you. The figure of a lithe, aged man in robes of blue and white and brilliant silver. His face is lit up with a smile that sits at home with all the wrinkles around his eyes and his mouth. And once he is near enough, he will barrel right into you, catching you in a tight hug, spinning you through the air, pulling back to look at you, and there is much pride and joy in his face. You did so good, and I'm so proud of you. What do you do?
It takes a second for me to, I guess, recover from the reeling of the moment, and then it's so good to see you again, and to were you kept there? Were you held there until we were able to get through?
We made an oath to protect it until we didn't have to anymore. If I was held there, it was by choice, out of necessity.
I thought so. Well, it's good that you're able to step away from that and be free again.
Thanks largely to you. I'd still be there if it weren't for everything you did.
And everything I did is because of everything that you showed me to build on, so thank you.
Good things bring about good things. And I think you might be one of the greatest.
I wish you could have gotten to meet my friends there. They're also some of the greatest.
If they're anything like you, I can imagine. I saw enough, I think.
Well, maybe you did. It was a blur between battling you like the old days and dealing with everything else in the world of motion.
You do tend to make everything around you blur a little bit.
So we've closed the portal, I believe, I hope, and I believe seeing you here is confirmation. So what? I guess what now?
I was going to ask you the same thing. You closed this one, and if we're lucky, there might not be more. But we're not always lucky.
Do you know where one would be if there were more?
Not expressly. But I can tell you, they tend to open in places of great tragedy.
Okay. So we have some leads north towards where we believe one of the artifacts is, and where some friends are, and we think that might be the next place to go after speaking with Klaus, but I'm worried about that meeting.
What do you worry about?
our vulnerability. I don't trust Klaus to end our conversations peacefully while he may start them. So I'm just cautious of trusting.
It is wise to be wary, and wiser still to be cautious with your good faith. Does North feel right to you?
I think it does.
Then that's all you need. I don't have a lot of time. This was just a gift, a last chance to see you and tell you how incredible you were and how excited I am to see what more you will do.
Um, there is plenty more to come, I'm sure.
I hope so. Is there anything you need from me before I go?
I think you've given me everything that I need.
I like to think you always had it. Just had to figure out how to pull it out.
Oh. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And he will sweep again towards you, stopping the dipping in and out of the clouds to pull you into one more hug. And as his hold on you starts to release, you feel him coming apart and dissolving into the wind that blows around you. And you are left floating there in a beautiful sky, painted with pure clouds, just drifting, free in the wind. Roman Darby, your watch comes to a close. Uneventful, quiet. You pack up and get ready for rest.
And I will go wake up Piconia for the second watch.
Okay. Laconia, as you get yourself situated for a leg of watch, can I get a perception check?
Uh, 18.
Okay. You don't spot anything terribly unusual. You notice much of what your companions did. It is a mild, temperate night. Not too windy, not too cloudy. Can hear the sounds of wildlife in the distance. But otherwise, it is quiet.
Do we step outside when we do this watch, or do we do it from inside the hut?
I've
So you want to step outside?
in the hut.
Yeah, I
Okay,
always
okay.
You can
assumed
opt
it.
to step outside the hut. You're not bound to it.
I'm going to step outside the hut so that I can look up at the night sky. And I'm going to say, I know it might be a while, but I think you and I need to have a chat, my friend. I hope you're all right. But please come see me soon.
You speak those words to a cloudy but clear night sky, and you inflate with cool, almost frosty air, and deflate in a long sigh. And as you do, you drop your eyes, and at your feet, there is a familiar little creature. A familiar fox. Its black fur glistens with stardust, and it's craned its head all the way back to stare up at you with large, thoughtful eyes. It looks expectant.
I'm going to go and pick her up.
Okay. She's soft and incredibly light, like you are holding on to air.
I'm going to sort of like tuck my face into her. I just wanted to ask. And you know that I trust you with everything that I have. But I don't think you should be going to see him as me.
In your arms, the little fox seems to get lighter, and you watch as that fur starts to dissolve into stardust, and it falls like a sentient fog from your arms to your feet and begins to snake off into the woods. What do you do?
I'm going to panic that I've offended her, and I'm going to chase after the sparkles.
Okay. You follow the stardust a little deeper into the woods. She has not led you far. You sneak around the trunk of a wide tree, and when you round on the other side, you are not looking at the woods anymore. You are looking down the halls of a very familiar, regal, high-ceilinged place. A school. Halls like these you've walked before. In fact, as you begin to wander in, you know these are the very same halls. But things aren't quite right. The paraphernalia and portraiture that line the walls are unfamiliar to you, and somehow they seem very clean, very new. As you push a little further, figures begin to pull together on your right and your left. You don't recognize any of them, but they are all drow, just like you. They watch you deliberately. You know they are talking about you when pairs lean close to cover their whispering mouths. You're not meant to, but you can hear what they say. So your hearing is sharper than they know. Surface walker, you hear. Sun-kissed. Like a curse. What kind of creature even is that? What do you do?
I am going to keep moving forward with my head held high, and I'm going to look for the stardust.
Okay. You can still see it weaving ahead of you, snaking along the ground, going unnoticed by the men and women that line the halls. Some of them are looking at you with almost a hope and a reverence in their faces, muttering about chances that they've never had before. but could possibly have now. Others are staring with distrust and loathing, for you threaten all that they know, their very way of life. They scorn your lofty ideas, whispering about your arrogance, shaming how you would turn your back on the feared one. Behind every stare, you can feel a pressure, expectation, like you're being beheld to something you could never be. It is a smothering feeling, and you feel quite short of breath. You hurry along the halls and realize that in your arms, you are not clutching the fox friend from before, but an old, leather-bound tome that feels more ancient and weathered than anything you've ever held before in your life. You are still surrounded, and you watch ahead as the stardust ducks behind a closed door. What do you do?
I'm going to look at the book very confused. Try to ignore the pressure of all those around me, and I'm going to pick up my pace and run for the door in which the stardust has disappeared.
Okay. You press through the door to your left, and it shuts quick behind you. You can lean back and breathe a little bit, catch your breath. You are in a simple, single room that may serve as a washroom. There is a fountain that runs along a trough against the wall, kept fresh and temperate by persistent magics.
No.
And yes,
Yes.
looking glasses that are hung above.
Not the water fountain.
I'm sorry.
What do you do?
Can I see her anywhere?
No. You are alone in this room.
This wasn't exactly what I meant when I said we need to have a chat, but I'm going to look at the book in my arms. And
You look down and you find that even the title is written in characters you are not sure you've ever seen before. The characters on the cover seem to blur and vibrate and glow against the leather as you stare at it. And the longer you watch, the hotter they seem to burn, and you begin to hear a ringing in your ears. What do you do?
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. You open the book, and abruptly you hear a burning, booming voice in your ears. Not ready. The book bursts into flames in your hands, and you are forced to drop it and suffer a point of burning damage, please. It clatters to the ground, and your hands ache, scarred by the thing you'd held.
Did I recognize the voice? Or is it just a voice?
You've never heard that voice before in your life. It is male, low, dominant.
Ow.
Your hands hurt. They sting. They feel like they're actively still burning.
Aislinn?
Your voice echoes. You're still alone here.
I'm gonna go run my hands under the fountain like it might do something.
Seems like the logical thing to do, and you do wander over to the fountain to put your aching hands under the cold water and as you do, you notice something a little strange about them. Your fingers are a little longer, a little squarer than they are usually. It's not your own hands that have burned. And as you realize this, you look up into a looking glass, and you find you're not yourself. Your hair is cut shorter, just past your shoulders, stark white and braided with gold beads and glittering rubies. You are male. Your features are long, thin and sharp, but young. And your eyes are quite odd. Sclera, black as night, and irises, glittering golden, swirling, actively alight. The sight of you compounds the pressure on your chest, and the actual burning of your eyes reminds you of a role, expectations, a birthright. Can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Uh, 18.
As you realize you're not yourself and begin to puzzle over who you've become, you hear a terrific bang at the door and a deep, booming voice. You hear, "Verstrom, it is time." There are 3 more bangs, and then it goes quiet. There's a click and a creak, and the door opens slowly. Another elf will step through. Skin paler than your own dark tones, dressed in simple cottons, save for the dark, ornate coat hanging off of his shoulders. His face is curtained first by brown hair, but it is still familiar to you when he looks at you and smiles. "Are you all right?" Klaus says. What do you do?
I'm going to reply, I'm not sure, and look at my hand.
He looks down at your hands and will wander a bit closer. It looks like you've burned yourself.
Indeed it does.
You try to open the book.
I suppose I was impatient, so yes.
It is easy to be impatient. But I have a feeling you will do it again anyways.
When will I be ready, do you think?
I think it is only a matter of time before you see what you are meant to see.
Tell me about it again. Tell me what you know.
I know that book comes with a lot of expectations. And I know you're going to try very hard to be what it wants you to be. And I hope one day that after all the burning, there's still something left of you that you can be proud of. I may also warn you that you should be very careful where you walk.
Well, why do you say that? That's rather ominous.
Because you will not always pass undetected. And if the Vasilas catches you snooping around in his memories again, he may not find you so easy to ignore.
Why do you
Come.
answer my questions if you know?
Why not?
Does it seem like he knows that it's like me? Like
He's
Vaconia me?
watching you very expectantly.
You're going to tell me what that book is?
No. But I can help you leave without being ejected or hurt.
I was brought here for a reason, something I should know.
I'm quite certain you think that is the case. I don't think you're going to find what you're looking for here, even if you knew what that was.
Maybe I was here to see you, considering I slightly scolded her about going to see you as me.
It's an interesting strategy, but who am I to judge? We should go.
I have more questions.
Then you should see me in Enmina.
I do believe that is the plan, but how do we know that you're not going to try anything upon us arriving there?
You don't, and no matter what I say, you can't. So, be prepared.
Will you answer my questions about all of this when I get there?
Maybe. But I will answer none of them if you don't come.
Okay.
And he's going to extend his hand to you.
I'm gonna look around one more time to see if Aislinn is somewhere around.
It is dark. Perhaps more so than it was when you first arrived. If she was here, she's long gone now.
Alright. I'll reach out and take his hand. Why?
He holds your hand in his and begins to back up, leading you back to the door.
Why help me? Why worry about me being caught in here?
I don't know. Seems like the right thing to do, and I can try and even out the bad every once in a while.
You could even it all out. You could just not do the bad. I'm gonna reach out and hold his other hand too as he starts to back up.
He's continuously tugging you back to the door,
Yeah.
and it's opening behind you, or behind him. But he will hold both hands and smile. It is very charming for you to try, but I will not be talked off this path.
Not yet. Might not even be talking that happens.
Very true. I suppose you could kill me.
Let's not talk about that right now.
A wise choice. And he steps back into the dark, tugging you with him, and you go to follow 1, 2, 3 steps. And you're back around on the other side of that tree. Ahead of you, you can see the dome exterior of the tiny hut in which your friends sleep. Klaus is gone.
Look back up towards the sky. That still wasn't exactly what I meant when I said have a conversation. But I'll say thank you for showing me. I feel like it was important and I'll try to figure it out. Just slowly start to make my way back towards the dome and hope that all my friends are still alive.
They've been ravaged in their sleep.
Yeah, I've been off
everywhere.
just skipping through the forest, meeting with the bad guys. It's fine.
Your friends all seem fine. And as you trace your steps back, you realize you've not really wandered all that far. You're still within earshot. And as you settle back into your watch, or whatever's left of it, they all are snoring softly, quiet, content. But your watch will come to a close, and the time for the last will begin.
I'll wake up Vaughn and Solus. And just tell them so that it's expected that I have something to share in the morning. And then I will go find my bedroll to lay down with sleep I probably don't need, but I'll do it anyway.
And settle back down for some more hours of rest, even if not necessary. It's nice to have. Solace and Vaughn, as you wake up and stretch and know that the sun will soon rise, can I get a perception check?
Four. Wait, 5.
I can't hear you if you're talking, Laura.
I accidentally muted myself again. I rolled a 4, but that's a 13 after my modifier, which is not a 4,
It's not a
but not great.
Vaughn awakens a little bit light and giddy and thinking about sunrise and breakfast, and it's maybe a little bit distracted. And Solace, you are exhausted still. It has been a long few days, but you are not unaware. And again, thankfully, you don't have to be terribly aware. You can watch as the world around you begins to wake up. The sky begins to change color. Your friends all dozing, snoring softly around you. But your watch will pass uneventful. And slowly, all of you will begin to stir. With the dawn's light and a beautiful, clear, albeit cold day. What do you do?
Bundle up like Mia's doing.
Like take her
You
veil and like pull it over her eyes and
Lower Riding Hood tie like a knot.
yeah.
I sit up and bundle no more than usual.
I'm gonna go fix Solus's hair, and I'm gonna go fix Darby's hair. A little distracted, just waiting for an opportunity.
I had already fixed my hair, but I pretend like I
doing it
hadn't, so
again.
Nia can fix it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's great. Thank you so much.
I'm trying to draw no attention to myself while I put my hair in a bun and try to like.
I go over and I help Rum put his hair in a nice bun.
No. No one gets to do their own hair around here.
Yeah. Except
I would like to
Vaughn,
roll a
'cause
stealth check because I said he's doing it sneakily.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Can I make a
Fucking do
perception
it.
check?
Oh,
Not
it's-
actively. This will be against your passive
shit.
perception. You're already busy fixing hair.
Damn it!
I didn't roll amazing, don't worry, but oh, it's pretty amazing though. So.
It's like
Yeah, fuck
17.
you.
It's like a mama cat that's like chasing down all her kittens to lick them.
I rolled a 5, but 17.
Ha!
Jesus.
So
Can you beat me?
Yeah.
Nia does notice that you are trying to discreetly put your hair up in a bun.
I
How
have
dare.
a passive perception of 20.
Damn it.
I will
I mean, I
ask
could have rolled
nicely.
advantage.
I will
That's fine,
ask
it's fine.
nicely. Will you let me help you? You have a few leaves and sticks in your hair.
Yeah, thank you. Please.
Once I'm done braiding up Darby's hair, if they let me, I go over to help Realm.
They're not conscious enough to stop anything at this point. They are just sitting.
Sleepy baby, well, just doing the braids and fixing the hair. And go over help Will. I've tried to touch Vaughn's hair before, but it doesn't really work in my favor very well.
It actively blows away
Yeah.
from where you're trying to touch it.
Yeah.
She like reaches for it and the hair like shrinks.
No, he's gone. He disappeared.
I know, I'm joking.
No, Vaughn just
She puts her hand on like the top of his head, and his hair just goes like away from him,
No.
away from his scalp.
I was curious. I had to check.
Vaughn's hair is untamable.
Yeah, it's true. Just like Vaughn.
Like Vaughn himself.
Yeah.
Can't tie him down.
As long as y'all know.
But you all rouse, complete your morning rituals. Vaughn prepares a breakfast he's been thinking about for hours.
I know that I promised all of you that I would be truthful whenever I had dreams of importance. Well, I can't even say it was a dream, perhaps a vision. I don't know how it's possible, but I do believe that I visited the Vasilas's dream last night. And Klaus found me. But I was the Vasilas.
Interesting.
But he knew it was me.
Quick question. I thought the Vasilas was like a council of people. I guess not. It's one person.
The Vasilas is one person ruling over the city. The Drow.
Ice.
Is Sherilyn considered a Vasilas in Fengari, or is she just...
She's called one, yes,
Yeah.
but she has no jurisdiction outside of Fengari.
Okay. So, I'll tell them that, just that leading Drow. But Sherilyn's situation is a little different.
Was Klaus in league with him? Or you? Or that person?
I do believe, and he's told me this before, that he and the Vasilis had similar ideals for a while, or they worked together for a while, but then something happened and they no longer share the same intentions or something along those lines. But it's not the first time that I have visited such a dream. It's the first time I've come out of the dream without a raging headache, but...
You have been in the Vasilas.
Nailed it.
Vasilas stream before.
Yes. I do
No,
believe so.
And
I didn't really think much of it at the time. I didn't really think I was capable of being in people's dreams. I didn't really focus on whether it was real or not.
And to confirm, the Vasilas is not a good guy.
I mean, many in Claudia might, in the Underdark might disagree. I suppose the best way to put it is he does what needs to be done, and he does it in favor of the drow. But no, he's not a good person. What is happening? In the dream, he has a book. He has a very powerful book. I'm gonna cast Silent Image, and I'm gonna conjure both the Vasilas to give them something to look at, what I saw in the mirror, and the book in his hands.
Can I get a quick history check from everyone?
Nah. Nope.
That's
8.
2 4s in a row, and I don't feel good about that. That's a 7.
I got 8.
Oh, I am proficient in history. Okay, so that is gonna be a 21.
Okay.
You learned well at the
I
monastery.
need everyone to know
Someone
how
pay
impressive this
attention.
is. For me, I got an 18 with my -1.
Yay!
Darby remembers things.
So close to a nat 20. So close.
So close.
Would have only had to get 21.
So, sorry, and Viconia, what did you get?
Oh, shit, sorry. I didn't know I was included.
Mhm.
Oh shit, that's awesome. As I look for my modifier. 19 plus 27 is 20. No, plus 27.
27.
She got that special plus 27 history book that we
19
didn't know
plus
about.
7 is 20.
No, 19 plus 26.
No, 19
26.
plus 7 is 26.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to math.
I told you it. And you said no. And I was
Oh,
like, no,
you
it
said
is.
26.
19 plus 26.
You did say 19 plus 26.
It's
No.
all over the
Yes,
place.
you did. You said
That's what you
Rhiannon,
said. It's not what you
19
meant.
plus
Yeah.
26.
I think I meant say so 26, but yeah.
Yes, that
26.
this is gonna be a fun video to rewatch for all of us.
Yeah.
So, everyone except Solace and Realm, as you look upon this thin-built young drow elf, looks very familiar. Even Darby and Vaughn, you have recollection of seeing this face somewhere before. And your mind harkens back to the Whitestone Temple in Ormershire and a piece of art that Viconia had found in the basement that Viconia struggles to remember.
I remembered.
Was it the
I've shown them that painting.
Claude?
That's why
Is that
they
his name?
remember.
Oh, cool.
I
Or is
remember,
that a
but
different
Rob
guy?
doesn't.
It's a different guy.
Okay, well. That's as far as Darby's memory goes.
It is, in fact, the almost exact same image of Claude, which was the portrait that Viconia found in the basement. The eyes are different, but otherwise, perfect replica.
Does someone say that?
Why are his eyes different?
I don't know.
I meant, anyways.
Well, maybe he got contacts. Oh, it's
Yeah, yeah.
if like anyone looks obviously confused, I will just lean over and very loudly go, "It's the guy from the picture we found in the basement."
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh.
I gotta pull out the picture from the bag of holding.
So it is almost a perfect match, except the eyes in the painting are a little more human looking, a little less weird.
Maybe his other eyes burned up and he had to get new ones.
It happens.
It does.
Maybe his eyes burned
Man,
when he
I have
read
a
the
meme
book.
for that.
Maybe. Or maybe he was hiding his eyes.
Ooh.
Oh.
I didn't know what this book is. Does anyone know what this book is?
Can I look at the book? Does it look like anything?
It looks like a big old leather tome, and the characters on the front that would normally delineate a title are just illegible. Viconia can't quite. She never knew what they said, so she
Yeah.
can't recreate what they were.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It looks like a book to me.
So, why would Klaus and the Vasilas potentially be in league, and why would the O'Dowds have a picture of him in their estate if he is not such a nice guy?
There was another dream that I had a long time ago. I do believe it was the temple, but there were 2 caretakers there, and there were 2 children. And I do wonder if once upon a time that place meant something to him, but that's a total guess.
What place meant something to who? Sorry.
Yeah, I've lost a lot.
Sorry, it meant something to the Vasilas, because
The O'Dowd estate meant something to the Vasilas?
I think so.
Weren't they friends once upon a time? Or am I misremembering? Like a long time ago.
Do you
Hey,
believe so?
can I roll a history check to see if we learned?
Pretty sure
Oh,
they
you
were.
are.
I just can't get to my notebook because if I open that door, someone is going to go insane. But I'm pretty sure they were friends once.
I mean, I could bring it out.
Oh, it's okay. Just
I'm doing it. It's
No,
the big leather one, right? It's the big leather one, right?
my journal. No.
The risk, you might die. Or cat.
There's just some terrible
Uh-oh.
sketches in
Oh,
there.
Kaylee's going in. Kaylee's
She's
going
doing
in.
it.
Or out.
She's doing
Something
it.
like that.
This is why
Yeah,
I'm
that's
glad I got
solid.
those markers from you guys, because I've started highlighting important things so that I know what to look for. Because I also have the names of the people.
I didn't get super invested until about month 6. And then I got super invested real fast, but there was some very early lore that I missed.
I wrote a lot down, but I feel like I don't think I wrote that. I don't know. Maybe I did. I just don't have any recollection of writing that down.
I
Crap.
outsmarted an 8-month-old kitten.
Oh.
How?
You'll pay for that later.
I threw a ball down away from the door and then went into the door.
You're like Ripley, like distracting the alien.
I did what I had to.
Ooh. James and Miss Gabby. That was
What?
the name of the 2 figures, and that was the name of the 2 figures in the dream.
James and Miss Gabby?
That's what I remember hearing.
I need everyone to know so far in my notes, I have spelled Calder's name 4 different ways.
Yeah, it got real
Amazing.
weird at the beginning there until we just started eventually. I don't even remember.
I just kept waiting
I
for
f-
Kaylee to type it out in the chat, and then I stuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think we just like group thinked how we decided to spell his name.
Well, we knew that he looked younger in the painting.
Yeah.
So I would just, but I don't have it written down, but I'm almost certain that they were friends at one point
Yeah.
and had a falling out. Like I'm almost positive.
Well, that sounds familiar because I was thinking the same. I know that at some point they were friends and that the temple meant something to them.
Wasn't there also a place on the wall where it looked like there was a painting that had been there that wasn't anymore? Or am I
That
just going-
sounds super No,
I think
that sounds
that
super
was the
familiar.
photo. That was the portrait of him.
Like they had pulled that one
Yeah.
off the wall and
Yeah.
hidden
Yeah.
it because they didn't want to be associated with that person anymore.
like I'm almost certain.
Yeah, like that one. It was above the fireplace, I believe, that they pulled it down from.
Yeah, I think so too.
So which means that the individual that I saw in that vision was also a younger version. So now I know that he probably still has this book, and or is using it
I
somehow.
found it. I found it. Hang on, but I'm reading.
Yeah. Oh, I have this here too. It says James and Gabriella, which is Miss Gabby, were married and they had history with Claude and Sherilyn.
Who are they? James and Lady Gabby.
I don't.
We don't know. I don't think.
know.
I don't know.
I
that we
think
got much
Hector
more
and
than that.
Kellen were the ones that told us about them. I just don't remember who they are. They were at the temple,
No.
so I wonder if they were like. Well, now it's all just gonna be guesswork because I don't know.
Like I'm pretty confident in my memory this one time
Yeah.
that they were doing something together or knew each other or something together, and then they had a falling out or something happened, and they took the picture off the wall and put it into the basement.
Yeah. Well, and I remember that Nia had a dream about the temple, James and Gabriella, and the two children, which I'm pretty sure were two elven children, which she's assuming was the two Vasilasses. And then the temple was the O'Dowd temple, so James and... So I feel like Hector or Kellen, I think it was Hector, told us something about James and Gabriella, but I don't remember what they said about who they were. Also, I've learned they have an uncle in Wishingham, so...
Can you send them a message
Could.
and just ask who James and Lady Gabby were?
Seems like a long shot.
And
Do
perhaps-
you know who this is?
And for are they? How old were they? They probably wouldn't know whether their parents were close with
They
the
were...
drow leader.
I think that they told us this once upon a time.
That they
'Cause
were
I
close.
asked, yeah, I feel like I asked these questions already, and now when we message them, I'm gonna look like a fool.
Can we roll a history check to remember what we've forgotten?
Sure, roll a history check for deep buried memories.
Thank God, that was
Okay.
so long ago.
Is it
Is
just,
everyone doing it or just you two?
Yeah, as many as you like.
Okay.
I can't get it. Okay.
I got an extra 20!
Hey.
I swear! It says fuck you! Yeah, that means you!
That's fuck!
Sorry.
I'm
Yeah, you got
the name.
I give myself guidance.
Darby just fucking goes comatose in the middle of all of this.
18.
So as you press your smoking little noggins together, you indeed remember that Hector had spoken about James and Gabby being old ancestors of theirs from hundreds of years ago.
How long can drow live for?
Depends. They have a lifespan similar to elves, so anywhere between 500 and 1,000 years.
So perhaps their ancestors were close with the Vasilas, but not necessarily Kira and O'Dowd? I mean, Kira and O'Dowd.
Kira and Hera.
Kira and Hera.
So the Vasilas have connections with the O'Dowd ancestors,
Seems that way.
but something happened.
Well, it seems like a lot of paths diverged at some point. Klaus and the fucking Christ, the Basilask, whoever Christ is, the Basilask,
The basilisk. Got it.
and
Basilisk.
fucking the Basilask and the O'Dowds. I hate saying names.
I feel like Klaus. It almost seems like Klaus might know what might have happened, considering he was also at the O'Dowds when we first met him.
I have a theory on what Klaus and the Vasilas might, I guess, suppose have in common. Perhaps I don't really know. It's just a guess, but the Drows would like to be like the top society. Is that they think they are better than us up here? So if Klaus were to succeed and turn this realm into another like rot wild sort of thing, would they be safe underground and therefore like the only species that survives, I suppose? I don't know.
I'm not really sure about the answer to that because I don't know what exactly it is that would happen and what he's trying to do and how.
I don't know much about the rot. We were only in it for a little while, but it seems like the kind of thing that would work its way down, I think, eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a pretty I'm going to fuck this place in totality kind of thing. But I don't know. It fucked up the inside of a tree though, so that's I don't know. That's kind of like an underground cave system, right? It's totally the same thing.
We can speculate more, but we're not going to get some more solid answers until we speak to Klaus, I imagine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we are heading to Inmina then.
Do we want to go anywhere else first? Do we have time? I don't know. I mean,
How long do we
Far
have?
away.
I
Yeah.
believe the inn is not too far off
It's like-
course, or it's on the way.
It's like a 2-hour backtrack, I think.
So.
It'd be a couple days.
Oh.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
But we're already we're already probably half a day that went direction. So
it'd be another day of travel, basically.
Okay, and then
And it would be in the exact opposite direction.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And how
Do I
many days
know-
do we have before we had to meet with Klaus?
This is day 3.
We have 4
And
days
we have a week.
left.
Yeah.
Do I know roughly how far Inmina is from where we are now? Do I know anything about anything?
Give me a nature or survival check or a history check.
Guidance.
Fuck history. Ugh, that went way too far, and now it's gonna be gone forever. So that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
From Camp Sorsa would have been about 4 days ride.
Oh, okay. We don't have
To Mina, okay.
We don't have
Yeah. No. We're barely gonna make it in time as it is.
Mm-hmm. We don't have time.
So we turn course and head towards the meeting.
Yep, I guess so.
Mhm.
And then hope we survive, and maybe we can all meet somewhere nice.
Can I roll Sanvi's necklace to see if I get anything back? Because I'm missing almost everything.
Yes, you can. I will pull this up. Just
Can I
don't fail a roll. That's all.
be excused to find the
Let's go.
C4 that is going to be gone forever if I don't do something now?
I'll allow it.
17.
Boop, 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 boop. What are you missing?
Like everything.
Oh, like every.
Hang on, I can tell you in a sec if you want to know everything, but
I would because it's deleted itself. The spells.
okay,
have
so
deleted
all.
themselves.
Oh, okay. So I'm missing Cure Wounds, first level, 2 times Cure Wounds, second level. I don't think I use the lesser Restoration. I use Greater, and I use Windwalk. So the only thing I have is Lesser Restoration and Bless.
Greater restoration is restored.
Julio.
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 It's already gone forever. If anyone's curious.
Oh.
No,
We'll find
no.
it. We'll find
But
it
is
when
it in
lodges
his?
itself
It
my
is in
thing.
his tummy. It's not in his tummy.
No, he knocked it
Well, that's
way the
good.
fuck under the couch. It's gone
Oh,
forever.
okay. So we can get it. It's all fine.
Um,
If it's way the fuck under the couch, he can't get it.
No, but now he's had a dice, so he's already eyeballing the other ones. Please don't do this to me.
He was chasing his tail earlier, trying to distract him.
I'm so stressed out right now.
Don't be stressed. Why are you stressed? This
They
is
just
this
live
is
this
why
way.
this is
Yeah,
this is why I don't have children. Yeah, only adult cats, because children are like this. I lied. I've had babies and recently, and it's the worst.
All right. So
He
as you pack
also-
up your camp and breakfast, what are you doing?
should we send a message to Otto to let him know that we've made it out and that we're heading to Inmina, and perhaps once Awen is well, they could make their way there as well? Because I do believe we have something of Otto's.
What? No, what are you talking about? We have nothing of autos.
No, whoops, it went and didn't come back. I say with it just on my belt.
I mean, if we ever return to Ashenhurst, I'm hiding the necklace and I lost it. Just saying.
We're going to all be wanted criminals. It's all fine.
I mean, at least we murdered the person that I stole my weapons from, so.
So
We
brutal.
didn't really steal them.
We just took them off their corpse. It's fine, as we burned it. Yeah,
It was better than
Leora
leaving it to
would've-
whatever the fucking Cass.
it
was gonna-
was. It was the right thing to do. I'm just saying, we burned their corpse and stole their swords. It's fine.
Miora would have wanted us to have it, maybe. Probably not.
Oh,
I'm
baby.
going to send a message to Otto.
Okay.
We're okay. We've handled the portal. We need to head to Inmina. Is Awen okay? Come see us in Inmina?
Perfect.
Cool. Dope.
Do we? Too late now. Never mind. Carry on.
They were important people. I'm sorry.
But do we want to invite them to the place where this is?
I just did it. No one answered
Potential
my
trap.
question. I'm
Come
doing it.
hang out in the trap with
Hey,
us.
maybe we need
Maybe it's
backup.
the trap.
Maybe we need backup. Need backup. Backup.
Well, we may be gone by the time they get there, even if we
Then
do
Then we'll
need
send
backup.
them another message. Send them another message.
You haven't even gotten a response to the first
Take a minute.
one. Take a pause, John.
Pause, John.
You will hear back a response fairly quickly. Glad you made it out safely. Awen is fine. Resting. They should be up soon. We're safe. We'll find you when we can.
I share that with the group.
Oh, good. I guess I can hold on to this hammer for a little bit longer then. But I
At
am
least
glad
until you
Awen's
find a
okay.
cooler, bigger hammer.
Yes.
So do we start to head out then?
I guess there's not much point in waiting around. And I'm going to fucking pack up and saddle up and fucking mount up the first time, dismount a couple times, get back on and go.
Make sure you find a hut and ride them indoors and then
Yes.
ride them back out of doors again. I just look subdued, but I'm cradling my little plant thing as I, get on my horse.
Can you give me a quick nature check?
Oh no. Can I give myself bardic inspiration?
If you want.
That's a scary.
I would like to. Oh shit! That's right. Darby has that spell too. Okay. I'm not gonna-
We've
I'm not gonna-
established
oh,
it
wait.
doesn't stack, right?
No, it does not.
Confirm. There we go. I'm gonna roll that dice. Okay, that's a number. And then I'm gonna roll a guidance dice. And that is also a number. And then I'm gonna roll a d8. That's a d8. Yeah, it is. Okay. 9, 17, and then... Oh, I have proficiency in that. I've never rolled nature. Well, I mean, I probably...
It's like the
Anyways,
simplest
it's 24. It's 24. Eventually. It took a long time to get there. I'm so sorry.
So as you pack up your things and pay attention to your makeshift planter pot and the 2 little plants that you have seeded, the flower seems to be doing well. It doesn't seem to have lost any moisture. It looks like it might even be starting to root just by... Seems healthy. The seed doesn't seem to be doing anything, but it's only been a day.
I will talk to it quietly as we go. In Sylvan. Stop laughing at me!
That's not you.
So much screaming happening in this apartment. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I will
I
speak to
can
it
hear it.
quietly. Is everyone okay? Is everybody okay over there?
Hold
You're
on,
making
hold on.
You're making the face Kaylee made when there was poop. Yeah, I'll just talk to it quietly in Sylvan as we go.
He's
Jack has a lot to
starving.
say.
He's with it.
That is close to
wasting
food
away.
time.
Yeah.
It is like
You've
9
ruined his
minutes till
life.
Toby's feeder goes off.
Yep.
Mhm.
And he knows. He's waiting.
So sad.
Why are you the worst?
It's
Why
like
are you the
they
worst
love
dad ever?
you.
I don't even understand. Like,
They do. They love you.
So
Clearly
you
not.
all gather your belongings, pack up your camp, pack up your things, and saddle back up on your respective mounts.
I'm gonna feed him. I'm gonna feed Iamon. And
Okay,
then-
good call.
None of the rest of us do.
None of the
We're
rest
just like,
of them
nah, only Ian
get fed.
gets
Okay.
Only Iamon.
In my defense, Christian is smart, and I assume that he will feed himself when he's
Does Christian need
grass.
to eat?
I assume as part of packing up camp and your things and
Yes.
getting ready, you tend to all of your various animals.
No,
Can
we're just
I,
starving them to death.
I would like to do 2 things. One, I would like to ask Darby if they have any apples or hay or sugar cubes or carrots.
I look to Nia with the bag of holding. I assume keeps all of our supplies in there.
Gonna go over to Nia and ask if she has any apples or carrots or hay or sugar cubes.
I do believe we have plenty of apples. I don't think we asked for sugar cubes.
Hey, got any grapes?
And then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. I will hand Bram 2 apples.
1 for me, 1, and then I'll go over to Christian and
One for me? No, you just eat the same one. You're like, one for me and one for you.
In
And one
front
for
of
me.
Christian, go one for me, another for me.
Man, I bet you'd love to have some apples right about now. Crunch.
What's it like to bite things?
It's gonna be Christian, and it's only going to Christian.
I'm gonna very awkwardly go up to Christian. Hello. I don't know if you can understand me. I don't want you to dislike me again. I know that I bit you. So I'm gonna give you treats until you like me a little bit better. Hopefully. Anyways, so would you like an apple? I'm talking like a fucking
I am just mentally translating all of it because I don't think you speak common.
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance.
It's not animal
Wait, I'm
handling.
gonna roll a different.
Not really an animal.
Wait, sorry. So wait, guidance and what am I rolling again? Sorry.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. And guidance is a D4. Okay, cool. 11 plus 0, 11.
He will take the apple very warily out of your hand and then throw it up and catch it in his mouth and just swallow it completely. But continue to eyeball you warily.
Gonna no, go for it, go for it, go for it.
So I'm just going to like pat him and be like, it's okay. I promise he's not gonna bite you again.
Who are you
Discussion
patting? No.
on the opinion spreadsheet, because if not, please.
Might be now.
It's 100.
We're gonna need, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bite of my own apple and be like, I will pet you, and I think that you might be more receptive to it. And I'll walk away. Second thing I'd like to do,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to send a message using the method of sending stone to Cora.
Okay.
Hello. I hope that you're doing well. Oh, I said
That's a word.
No.
Oh, I said
He said, oh, I said,
When Awen wakes up, that's 16?
16, yes.
Will you please give them back the stone? Thanks.
Almost immediately, you'll get back. No.
Oh my god.
And nothing else.
this is my new favorite. I love her so much.
I'm gonna stare at the rock for a few minutes and sigh and put it on back in my fucking bag, and yeah.
Aww.
I want to be friends with the chaos demon. Be great.
Right, but you saddle up and begin to head eastwards again.
Westwards.
Westwards. I almost said
Westwards.
west, but it's eastwards.
Diane Westward.
We're heading westwards. But quick break because I need to pee and it's almost
Yay.
time.
Yep.
So we will be right back.
Yep.
Yep.
Yup.
Yes. Be back.
No.
No. Is that a fountain? No.
For anyone keeping track at home who is present, he has already started farting. So
Oh, so it is also that time.
Yeah, he's gonna stuff his face and then he is going to poop and I will die. So, nice knowing you. It's been great.
Nice. Okay.
Rip,
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
fucking rip.
I should have grabbed a
Light a candle now.
No, that will cause an explosion.
Okay.
Methane. It's the
Yeah, there's
methane.
currently a gas leak.
It's flammable.
Why are you so gassy? Jesus. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Is it because the last time
Maybe
it was not fine?
Won't
It
be
was
as
not
bad.
fine.
This time won't be as bad. Sometimes they're not like, world ending.
Maybe he's just gonna hold it and just keep farting all night.
Sometimes it's not world ending. Sometimes.
Yeah, he's just little toots for now.
Just a little toot.
Little kitten toots.
Just going off in the background behind you.
I can smell it. Little toots.
Oh boy.
No.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Ow. All right. Are we all present?
E.
Yes.
Okay. So, you begin to head east. This path takes you back through Camp Sorsa, and it is still very quiet. But it is a different kind of quiet. It doesn't feel as gray or as haunted here as it did for your first visit. It is peaceful. You can hear the wind brushing through the ruins. The ruins. The ruins. You can hear birds and insects and the... Okay, finish. Yep, okay, finish.
It's
Let it out.
No, because I can't stop because Rhiannon can't stop.
Just let it out. Let her ride.
I'm just imagining Kaylee doing it on purpose, and then the wooing.
I will now. It's gonna become a Mesa thing all over again.
Ruins?
The wooing.
It's French for never mind.
Actually, I don't know what ruins is in French, so
It's
it could
French.
be.
It's French for ruins.
But
All
you
I can hear is
life
wings.
in this place that was once quite resolutely dead. And it lets you through peacefully. You notice on the other side, however, the scenery around you begins to change. There are less trees. The air is a little drier. Still cool, but the humidity has steadily been left behind. You can see quite far ahead of you as the land here is rather flat. And the further you progress into Modicall, the
Ugh.
less common, the less common it is to see evergreen pines or full green-leafed trees. The vegetation here is naturally paler, yellow, drier. The trunks of what few trees do line your path are thin, wiry, but still tall. can I get a couple perception checks, please?
I'll do. Maybe I won't do one.
How many get to do it?
Two.
I'll do one.
For it.
I will guidance Vaughn.
Who's doing the other one?
It's perception? I thought Nia had the best
What?
perception.
Not
I
in the
do,
I'll do
daytime.
it.
but not in the daytime.
Oh, true. I have plus 7.
I'll do it.
Go for it.
I have +9.
I will guidance you.
Good, because I didn't roll great.
I got a 14.
Still not great. I got a 16.
Okay. Those aren't bad rolls.
Mm-hmm.
But as you ride and steer your course ever slightly to the north, in the distance, way off to probably the southeast, you can see a dust cloud. It seems to be running parallel to you.
It's eastward.
It- Does seem to be a cloud of something, a herd of something kicking up dust as they run across the plains.
Can I
Is this what
pull
they
out
call the
my
fence?
spyglass? have
You
a
can pull out
spyglass.
your spyglass and look towards them. Go ahead and give me a
Perception?
perception check.
Do I get like advantage now or something?
Sure, take advantage.
Please.
I will take
I'll
advantage.
give you bardic inspiration since I'm the one that had to point out the dust cloud to you. Like, From over there.
So 8.
Your spyglass.
Use your spyglass.
Ooh, 11 plus 6 is 17 plus
Bardic
7 is...
inspiration.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, and plus, so 17 plus 7.
24.
Yes, thank you.
So, with a 24, you see within this dust cloud glimpses of reptilian features and can spot tiny humanoid looking lizards sort of sticking their head out of the clouds. And as you peer a little bit closer through your spyglass, you can see they're riding almost large mammalian rodent like creatures across the desert. It's kobolds on capybaras.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you think Fitz is in there?
Wait, wasn't
Did
he an elf? What do you mean?
Didn't we know he was a kobold too?
You all do. Darby didn't.
okay,
Oh.
okay.
God,
I don't know if
just
we all
confused
did.
Myself. Yeah,
Yes, you
we did.
You all did.
Well,
there was a huge thing.
Solace and Darby did.
Oh, we
Yeah.
missed out on that part of the information. Yes, he was a kobold under. No, he was an elf under a curse or a kobold under a curse. One of those.
Did meet the most
Oh.
interesting people.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, look, it's more kobolds on capybaras.
Oh, that's
Capybaras?
very cute, actually.
But are they menacing? Are they going to come at us
I
with
mean,
something? Where are they going?
Can I look at one of their faces and see if it looks menacing?
It's like a little dragon.
What if we just sort of slow down and let them go? Unless we all want to kill a bunch of capybaras and cute little lizard
But-
people.
Oh, let's not do that.
They could
Not
just be
unless they attack
riding.
us.
Yeah. I
We
was-
could just be riding. We could also just be riding. Let's just keep riding then.
Or,
We're all just innocently riding,
could slow down
not
a little bit.
bothering each other at all.
Just let them go ahead. I like that
So
idea.
you continue to ride as normal?
I will do whatever majority wants to do.
I like the idea of slowing down a little bit to kind of let them go.
I do
Then
too. I don't want to kill some kobolds if they are aggressive. I don't want to. do
And
that.
capybaras.
I
And
don't
the thing
really
is,
know
there's-
how fast capybaras go, or
I'm not even sure what it looks like.
Can just
Very
keep.
much legs.
it's like
Yeah.
a hipster thing.
Fuck it. Let's just stop for a second and see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, they're cute.
Yes.
So you stop, and again, the cloud is running parallel to you. So as you slow down, they pull ahead of you on the horizon.
Yeah, do they wave?
They don't see you.
Oh.
That's probably
They
a good thing.
continue. on their way into the distance, kicking up sand and dirt into a little cloud around them, and you can hear their little voices calling to each other across the very flat ground. But they'll fade too as the dust cloud disappears over the horizon.
What do they say?
Do any of you... I mean, step one, do any of you speak Draconic?
Vaughn
Nope.
does.
Yes.
Step two, Vaughn, could you give me a perception check with disadvantage as you try and make out what the distant hooting and hollering is?
Guidance.
It's not gonna matter.
Damn it.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so that's like 4 plus. Well, the guidance was 4, so 8.
Whatever it is they're saying, they sound very excited about it.
I mean,
Do you think they're going to like raid a little town or something?
let's start moving again.
Very, very little town. Very little.
Are you saying they're only raiding a little town because they're small? What if they're raiding a huge town? I'm going
I
to start
don't
moving
know
again.
what's in this
Yeah, don't put
direction.
limits on the towns I can raid.
Oh my god.
Why are all of Laura's characters gently racist in some way?
Oh my god, that was Laura. Put that on me, Sola. Don't blame Solas for that. That was on me. It was a small. God, no, I can't. There's nothing I can. It gets worse if I. No. I'm just gonna quietly cry in the corner. It's fine. Me, not Solas. She's fine.
In the map
That was a
we
me
have,
joke.
in the map that we have of Modical, is there any towns on said map along the way that we're heading?
Along the way that you're heading?
Yeah.
I do not think so.
Maybe they're a hunting party. Oh well. I'm just, again, moving. I've started going. I don't know if anyone else.
Should we? No. We can't be responsible for fixing all of the world's ills, can we?
No. Well, I mean, we kind of.
Well, do we need?
I mean, they could have also just been frolicking in a field, you know?
Could just be frolicking. It's a nice day for
Did
frolicking.
they seem like were there weapons? Did
No, we
they
don't
seem
know.
to be frolicking?
Did I see weapons? I looked through the spyglass.
You saw lizards, and you saw capybaras, and you saw dust. You couldn't
Saw a
quite
lot
work
of
out what they
dust.
were wearing.
Oh. Maybe if we keep going, we'll catch up and can see what.
We're
Yeah,
going
Darby's way off in the
and
distance, just talking to themselves happily.
We are going in the same direction anyway, so let's, yes, keep moving. I think I'm on Christian anyway, so I'm probably still going anyways, but...
So it's just Ron and Darby talking to each other.
I kept it. Yeah,
You all filed in one after another after a time, and while there may be a bit of a gap created, as you sort of stalled out, you do eventually all rejoin your procession and travel a little closer as you push northeast. Are you sticking to roads, or are you cutting right across?
What were the kobolds on capybaras doing?
I'm heading east.
I think we should just say fuck the path and go. It's all pretty flat.
Is
I
it all
mean,
pretty flat though? Does the map say it's all pretty flat, or are there like?
tell us, because I'm pretty sure.
Use your eyes, Baconia.
Open your goddamn eyes!
I can't see an entire 4 days travel worth of.
But like in the immediate area, it's all pretty flat.
You just
Like, I know it's
walk
gonna be
this
a
way, go cut that way, only to end up at a mountain.
We're going to. There's a huge mountain range that way,
There is.
but does it look immediately flat around where we are?
It does. There is a slight incline, but very minor. You can still see not only the huge range of mountains way off in the distance to the north, but you can also see towering to the east, probably what would be the biggest mountain you've ever seen, standing alone.
I say we just beeline it.
I'm cool with that. If we want to do that.
I'm going to take Yrsa off my shoulder. And just say, can you please go a little bit ahead and maybe let us know if you see anything concerning, please?
Okay. She will take off and begin to press northeast. You can see her for quite a distance. She makes it quite a distance away, seems to circle, and returns. Nothing exciting to report.
I give her a little piece of meat that I tucked away at breakfast, I guess. I hope there was meat at breakfast. I don't know.
Pocket jerky?
Yeah, that. I do not like being out in the open like this. It makes me very nervous.
It is very open, and as you begin to urge your mounts off of the path and northeastwards, you are immediately blasted by a hot.
Sorry.
Excuse you.
Wait, what the? Here, stop!
The timing.
I'm so...
Viconia
The
chairs don't
apologizes
have-
quietly.
The chairs don't
Amon
have
is like,
footies.
what?
Chairs don't have footies on them, so they're very loud.
Everybody,
Sure.
everybody toots.
Everybody.
No, I have never in my whole life.
Sorry,
I don't
go
know what you're talking
ahead.
about.
We're blasted by farts. Yep.
Yep. You are blasted by despite the relative cold of your journey so far, a very dry, arid heat.
I hate it. I hate Nautical. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't particularly feel safe here.
Is it supposed
No.
to be like this?
My shirt's already off.
I
I am
taking off
lightly sunburning. Just
Mhm.
lightly burning in the afternoon sun.
Abruptly, all of the layers that some of you had put on feel like way too much.
Dripping.
I stuff my cloak somewhere else.
Is it supposed to be
Just
like
stop.
this? Is it not also supposed to be winter here? Is it not winter everywhere?
Is it ever winter in this horrible desert country?
Yes.
I think it says later that is winter. And I thought Monaco was often hot.
I don't know much about Nautical, if I'm honest. I don't think, but it sucks.
I don't know much about the
What I do know, I
weathers,
hate.
except for what I've read in books, and I don't know. I thought winter was an everywhere thing, and it was very cold where we just were.
Yeah, but
It's mutton.
there are like Does anything else seem weird? If this
In what way?
I mean, would I know anything? Does it seem weird that it's so arid and hot in the wind here?
Make a nature check.
Okay. That is a dirty 20. Yep, dirty 20.
You're not much of a weather buff, but in the times that you have taken to study different kind of weather patterns, you do remember hearing about stretches of plains that can sometimes vary greatly in temperature as the air heats up unobstructed by trees or cloud cover and just blows around at a little concentrated pocket. You also remember that places like this tend to get very cold once the sun goes down.
So, what I believe it was called once, we're in a heat dome because it is daytime, and all of the wind just goes woo, and all of the heat just goes woo, and then at night it's going to get really cold. So this is normal. It's fine.
Well, that's
Like
not ideal.
dangerous cold, or like we'll be okay because we know.
You're going to want a blanket at least, probably maybe 2 or 3, several blankets. We're all just going to huddle in the dome. It'll be fine, but it gets really cold.
It'll be comfortable and dry inside of the hut, regardless of what it's like outside.
And
Okay, so we
someone
just-
needs to take a pee break, and then they might die.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, if we must pee in the hut, but I'd rather if
No, it's fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
Weather.
And this is
The
usually
guys
what
can just
happens to
point
an
it
area
outside.
After,
Hey.
not having trees for such a long period of time.
Yeah. Big flat
Alright.
plains, yeah.
So what are you doing as you look up across this expanse of relatively flat, dry land?
I can't strip down to anything because I have stupid armor, so I'm just melting inside of it.
You just gently toast.
Just cooking inside of it.
I don't like
This
to
is
be
honestly kind of refreshing for me.
Says the half-naked monk. Hair
I'm-
blowing gently in the breeze.
Yeah.
Generally just nervous and uncomfortable and constantly looking around us.
Going to pull my veil up just a little bit more over my eyes, maybe over my shoulders, and be hot because I don't like the sun.
I look miserable. Like, I pulled all of my hair up off of my neck and I am miserable.
Darby's just like sweating.
Red-faced.
Hey, Darby, would you like a
Lightly
hat in these
panting.
trying times?
No. I guess my hat to. Oh, maybe. What does it do?
It's the hat that I took from the Port Casper dungeon.
Oh, the terrible tomb I almost got tombed in.
Yeah, that one.
It wasn't that bad. There was a lot of water. It's alright.
Yeah,
I just thought a hat would, protect you from have to, release some of the sun.
I think it
I
also
would-
lets you breathe in water.
I don't think that matters right now, but I will take it from the shade.
Well, you asked what it did.
I don't think it will
So,
do anything.
I'll hand you the cap of water breathing.
I'm going to put it on my poor toasty little head.
It helps a little bit.
Okay.
Keeps the sun from burning your scalp.
I just am slowly shriveling up. Just it's like I'm just like SpongeBob in the dome. Like all the water is being sucked out of my body.
Sandy, there's no water in here.
So you cope with the heat as best you can as you push into the heart of the winter heat badlands. I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Is it against the heat?
It is.
Touch on con. If I have a soul
That's a
trinket
very
on me.
specific question.
Oh, I lied to you. Viconia has a +1
Well-
to con. Nope, she doesn't. Never mind.
I thought I had a relevant thing to that, but I don't. So,
You just know now.
I just know.
All right, so what do we get?
10.
18.
10, 18.
10.
16.
5.
That's you know what? That checks out.
Yep.
I'm just generally enduring with my 16.
You press on through the afternoon into the heart of this arid landscape. It is not pleasant for any of you, but most of you feel more or less okay. Your paladin, however, is wearing heavy armor under layers of clothes they cannot get out of for it, and will be suffering a point of exhaustion.
Oh, hell yeah.
Taking
So
a
that
fabric and
means-
gently trying to wave.
Yeah, you can notice and see that they're sweating, they're red in the face, and just kind of breathing a little heavily.
They look like they wanted
Also-
to ask if we could stop for 5 minutes so they could just strip, but they're not going to, so they're just like this now.
Darby, do you want to change?
No, I just want to go somewhere else. I want the sun to go down. I want it to go away forever. I hate this.
I will angle Ruby up beside Christian and I will lift my water skin and I will gently dump it down Darby's back.
I will lean back to try not get.
Are you on which one are you on? Are you on Christian or are you on Ruby?
Well, I said Christian before, so I'm assuming Christian.
Okay, I didn't hear. Okay,
I'm
I'm
fanning
not
myself with the
actively
wind
trying
fan.
to soak you. I'm trying to dump water down the paladin's armor, which may or may not help. It may just make him sweat more, but
Yeah, I have the wind fan, and I'm just like fanning myself, cool it.
I'm just glaring at Vaughn at
Reclined and just standing.
Vaughn is a southern gentleman, and he is just like, oh, dudes and clams.
probably the most angry I've ever looked at Vaughn in my entire life.
Well, I think
That's why
maybe
with a silk handkerchief. Kept up with my inventory. I know what I got. It's
Can I frostbite myself?
I mean, you can try.
I don't think I
Oh,
should.
no.
I
Oh,
don't.
no. Oh, no.
Heat is getting to me, and I'm probably delirious. It's fine. I'm not going to.
The heat does not relent as you continue on horseback, mount back. It is not. It's not all horses. I'm sorry. It is not until the sun begins to dip quite low into the horizon does the oppressive, trapped heat start to ease a little bit. And as the sky goes a brilliant shade of red for the sun dipping closer and closer to the horizon, the breeze that buffets you begins to chill rapidly.
I just want it to be known I'm flipping the sun off the entire time it's setting.
good riddance. No, okay, sorry.
But night begins to fall, and with it comes a chill so cold it begins to frost on your skin where you had been sweating.
and I am still unbothered.
Still fanning yourself, reclined.
Okay,
I
I
will
think we
set
need
up
to
the hut
stop.
quickly. Yeah.
Thank you.
With the horses.
I'm pretty sure releasing it is also getting some of the heat from this ring of warmth.
So you stay in the dome.
I mean, Bellissima seems unbothered by this. As
I'm
would
sh-
Christian, actually. Okay, bye.
That makes sense.
How
At least
do
it did come from around here.
Do they have like their winter coats yet? Or are they still kind of short-haired and?
They've started their winter coats, as for most of them, this is the time to grow it.
I will when we stop. I'm already exhausted. Fuck it. I will cover Iamon with my bedroll, and I will cover Ruby with my cloak.
They seem content.
I'm gonna give. I'll do that too. I'll give Iamon my bedroll, and then I'll give Ruby my cloak too.
That was a delightful day for a ride.
I'm going to
I
strangle
can keep
you.
going.
Vaughn, why don't you start dinner, Vaughn? And I'm going to set up the dome, and it'll be pleasant for everyone in there.
I'm gonna go also put my blanket and cloak on a horse or two because everyone's doing it.
Well, I feel like it's okay. I'm gonna lie down on the ground outside of the dome for a while.
I cannot give my cloak to a horse because it is an important part of my armor.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. I don't either.
Never mind, I need this.
Mine is not.
Yep. Whoops. I'm attuned to this.
Starts
Nope,
to land on
hang on.
Bellissima. I was like, JK, I need that still. I will quietly offer Darby a water skin, and then I will ask Vaughn if he would mind starting dinner, because they look like there might be a problem.
No, he's already started.
Okay, great. So just
So-
stay out here for a little while.
You set up your hut and begin prepping camp, making sure the horses are as comfortable as they can be as the temperature dips into the negatives.
I don't think we should start a fire here. Be visible too far away.
Well, we
Agreed.
could dig, like, my dad taught me how to, you can dig a hole in the ground and make a fire, and it keeps it hidden, and the smoke dissipates.
Are we bringing back the dirt beds?
No, I'm talking about the fire hole.
I'm not doing a dirt bed.
I can't do that also. I'm not a good druid, but I can dig us a fire hole is what I'm saying. If we want the fire.
I mean,
Sure. I mean, I just need her to cook, but Y'all might want it for warmth.
Okay, I'm gonna start doing that so I have something
Okay.
to focus my rage on.
You angrily dig a pit into which you can prep and light a fire. And true to the ways you had been taught, it is a little smoky, but not very visible in terms of light. Largely heat.
I'm going to send a message to my dad.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing this. Okay, me too. Not my dad.
Okay.
Just gonna tell him I built a fire hole and we're heading north and I hate the fucking desert. It sucks. Love you, bye.
You will get back. Make sure pit is deep. Tall walls. Where north? And then nothing.
Oh.
Damn it.
As he waits, staring at the stone.
Damn it.
Just for the next 24 hours, he just sat there.
One spot waiting.
You know, I would also just send a
Patiently.
message, but the last time he was very upset that a witch was in his head.
And he will be every time. I'm sorry. He doesn't like that I have magic. He doesn't like that it exists, I don't think.
Do you want to send another one, or you want to wait?
I could get along with your dad.
Yeah, probably. I
You
mean,
don't like magic?
if you want to send a message, if not, I can call him in the morning. It's whatever.
I'm asking what you would like, darling.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Just so he doesn't sit up and wait.
Okay, what would
Night.
you like me to say?
Just tell him we're going to Enmina, and then after that, probably further north.
Okay.
But I don't know where yet.
Okay. I'm gonna send a message to Devog.
Okay.
Hello, it's Darby's friend. We're going to Enmina. Maybe further north after. Not really sure where. They love you.
I forgot to count, sorry.
It's fine. I don't know. I think it was under.
It was under.
Maybe. Just a thing.
You stay out of head.
Oh god.
Useless answers.
How'd it go?
Was he as angry as we all thought he would be?
Respectfully, Darby, I love you very much, but I'm never doing that ever again.
It's okay.
He's really very nice in person. I
Yeah.
could try sometime if we
Don't.
thought it was a good idea, but maybe not.
I don't think he likes me, so
He hasn't met you in person yet, so maybe.
I don't know if he likes me either, but I don't think he dislikes
right, he
me.
hasn't met me in person. Well, I've been demanded to stay out of his head, and I'm going to just go ahead and respect that. But otherwise, he told
Fair.
me my answers that I gave him were useless. I don't know how.
And
I said in Mina, did I not?
You did. I'll call him in the morning. It's fine. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
And okay.
why don't I reach for Darby's hand and I touch the ring and I say, why don't you do it if you need to? And I will put a sending into the ring.
Okay.
Just
Hey,
Just
maybe
Have you
not
put a
tonight.
Revivify
but
in the
just
ring yet?
Need it. Mm-mm.
We haven't, but we should. I can call my dad right now, and then we can put the Revivify in the ring.
There we go. There we go.
I once again will call my dad.
Okay.
Sorry, bad idea.
Amazing. Well, you can wait till the
Love you.
morning to use it. You don't need it tonight.
Okay.
Well, we
if
want
you
to
want the
waste
spell
it. We want to
slot,
waste it
yeah.
because then we can put the revivify in there.
I can put the Revivify in there in the morning. We don't have to like.
With the spell,
Like, if we do it now, you'll rest and get your spell slot back. Whereas if we do it in the morning, we might trip over more kobolds. You might need that spell slot for something else.
Or we could die during the night. Who knows?
Hi, Dad. Sorry about that. I'm exhausted, and I think I might be dying from the heat. But we're going to Admina and then more north, but I don't know where. I'll let you know when I do. I'm so sorry. Bye.
I think that was like
There was like.
That's
Four
fine. It
words.
doesn't matter.
That was a lot of words.
But if some of them were spoken so fast that they sounded like one word.
You got the name out like in the early like first 15 though, so that's what matters.
Let's see, he'll strangle me on sight. It's fine.
Okay. A head is hurting. Time for bed. You figure out where north. Tell me later.
I think we gave him a migraine, but he's going to bed now. I'm going to sit by the fire and do nothing else.
Spell in the ring. Now. Yes.
Put the revivify in
Oh,
my ring,
sorry.
please.
no. I was like, wait, me?
By our rings combined.
All right, I'm gonna put a revivify. Wait, what level spell can that take?
Up to 5.
Up to 5.
Up to
Does it
5
have-
levels total.
Anything? Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna need you to Misty Step real quick.
There
Oh,
might
but
be a
it's
misty step in it.
Okay, sorry. Here's a level 3 revivify. There you go.
Okay, thank you. Then I just fall back on my back and
Do you
doing nothing.
have a Misty Step or do you need a Misty Step?
I still have a misty step.
Oh.
Okay, bet.
What?
Yeah, I was just thinking about putting a level 5 raised dead in there.
Oh, you could, but now I have a revivify and a misty step.
Someday,
so-
someday, in the
Cast Revivify on the jerky and then cast Misty Step.
No.
Shut my eyes and then just lying on
We're
the ground.
absolutely just gonna get bombarded by kobolds and capybaras in the night.
It's okay, we can revivify.
All right.
Darby,
Vaughn.
can you do me a favor? Well, it's not really me a favor, and I've just been looking up at the sky as this conversation's been going on, is you should use that special eye at some point on the sky tonight, because it's probably been a long time since Calder's seen the Matakala in sky like this.
Aw. And while I'm looking at Vaughn, I will activate my special eyes, and then I will stare for a couple of seconds, and then I will look up at the sky.
That's adorable.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything else other than tooting gently in the hut?
Looking ashamed. No one. It's because you look ashamed afterwards. They're like, we
If you
know.
didn't react, it'd be no big deal, but
Calder here through my special
Fucking timing is terrible. It's just everybody went silent and just
Yeah, no, we were
you gotta learn how to time it better.
You just hear a gentle toot off screen.
Okay, someone needs to get a whoopee cushion.
We already have one.
Her name is Vaconia. Respect on her name.
Someone crack a window.
Josh doesn't have any
Maybe
windows.
my
Does that
fucking
mean
makes it
everybody's
very
getting
well,
like
but it's
a
just
like a
together.
Dutch oven right now? Like what's happening?
I'm sure it's burning up with the smoke.
Rum's gonna roll outside. Rum's gonna roll outside the barrier. Wait a second, roll back in. So you can breathe outside.
I have to dismiss the barrier and then reactivate.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to leave.
With a blanket where you put one leg out of the dome and then everybody in the dome.
Darby tried to regulate their temperature.
Yeah.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything?
A watch.
We
Oh.
gently.
That's a really good idea.
I will do
Watch.
middle watch
Great
again.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
damn,
doing
I'll do
last
first.
watch again.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do first again.
Same.
Respectfully, I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
Obviously.
That's fair.
Yeah, Darby has a
Tired.
20 exhaustion.
Good night, everybody, and I will sit down and pass out immediately.
They had a really
Bye.
hard. They had a really hard day. They've earned it.
They'd have.
Okay. So as the rest of you begin to prepare your camp to settle in for the night, who's on first watch?
Me.
Okay. You go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh boy. Well, 14, actually, it's not that bad. Perception? Yeah.
Okay.
So 14. Sorry, I rolled a 7 and was like,
So there is not a cloud in the sky. The stars here actually burn quite brightly. You can see quite a distance in any direction on the horizon, which might be a boon to you, but could also be a danger. For now, you see nothing of note. But you will hear a voice in your head. Hello? Cora told me that you were, trying to reach me. I'm awake. I hope to see you soon.
it is so good to hear your voice. I'm glad that you're awake now. I hope that you're okay. Anyone know how many words that was? No way.
You ask anyone.
No, yeah,
It's actually
Like,
Realm talking to the voice in their head.
13-ish.
going to Inmina, but dangerous there. But I would like to see you too.
I would like to see.
You feel confident your message was sent. What
You
it
should
sounded
have
like,
said-
who knows?
I should have told them to thank Cora for actually giving it to them. Anyways, that's him to himself.
Okay. Solace. You awaken with a start to the sound of a door slamming, and then quiet cursing in a language you are only somewhat familiar with. You are flinching awake, and you are not in your bedroll, but instead in a large, proper bed of feathers, warm and soft furs. Through the dark, you can make out a figure pacing by the door. Looks like a young man. His hands are threaded into short, messy hair. And his pacing stops as you hear a thud of his head against a wall. What do you do?
I will get up and I will go to him. What's wrong?
As you approach, he looks to you, and he is a quite handsome young man with messy, snow white hair and very crisp, ice blue eyes. But they're not right. They're red and watery. The skin of his under eyes and cheeks are irritated and flushed red. His whole skin looks patchy and reddened when you know it should be cooler, almost bluer. there are pretty horns of bone that are growing around his head. But his hair has tangled up in them, and you can see why, because every time he buries grease-stained fingers into his hair, he's tugging and tangling, frustrated and angry. And he looks to you, eyes welling with tears, and says, "He isn't listening. Says that the peace is not worth breaking. But that island still houses murderers. He's just happy to let them do as they please. He doesn't care that an entire species of people who loved his country have died."
Maybe there's more. Maybe there's more that we're not seeing or understanding.
What else is there to see? A crime has been committed and he won't punish those responsible.
What would you like to do?
I want to... I don't know. But I have to do something. I don't know.
Maybe we should decide together.
What would you have me do?
Sleep and think on it tomorrow when you're less frustrated.
You give me a perception check. Actually, insight, please.
Okay.
In the hall, there's distant screaming of cats.
Yeah, no, I've got one too. My husband let him in, so that is an 18.
Thought you meant
Okay.
just your husband was screaming.
Yeah. I ignored that.
You notice that as you speak, he is watching you and studying your face, and as he does so, he seems to be breathing a little slower, breathing a little easier. And as he begins to calm, he will lift a hand and press it to his head and watch his face contort in pain. And he says, "You're right. I just have a headache. We will figure something out."
She'll reach up and touch his cheek and say, "Is it something to do with the artifact?"
He puts his hand over yours to hold it against his face and leans into the touch and seems to deflate a little bit more. He says, "I feel like I've let them down, and I can hear their voices whispering to me, and they say they need me, and it's so much all the time."
Maybe we should try to take it off.
Let's not be too hasty. You were right. We should sleep.
I can sit up for a while and watch.
You shouldn't miss rest on my account.
I've had plenty of time to rest.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'll watch. And she'll, stroke his hair.
And you'll stay with me?
I came back for you, didn't I?
He nods and will pull you with him back into that nest of feathers and hides and furs. He seems to settle extremely quickly. Like he deflates, and just like that, he's out. What do you do?
She'll settle down too and just stroke his hair while he sleeps, and she'll kind of look around the room to see if she sees anything.
Make a perception check.
13.
Okay. You don't see anything in the room with you. It is quite dark, quite simple. Seems to be built out of solid pine, but well constructed. This is more than just a hovel in a hamlet. This is a place built by skilled craftsmen. You do hear something, though, and it is just a very faint, distant whispering coming from the man that sleeps beside you.
What does he say?
You don't know this language. It just sounds
Can I
like
try?
hissing.
Can I try to remember it?
Sure.
I have a skill with sounds.
You can. Go ahead and just make a quick wisdom save for me.
I have advantage on those. 19.
Okay. So you listen to the hissing that sounds like it could be words, but not in a language you know, and you do commit it to memory like a song. But as you do, you feel something itching in your ears, like something has crawled in and is scratching at your brain. It is uncomfortable, but you feel confident you've memorized whatever it is you're hearing.
I will, as he's falling asleep, I will, as soon as he seems like he's unconscious, I will say, I'm sorry. I know what it feels like.
He doesn't respond. He's very unconscious and remains that way even as you sit up and watch and listen. You don't note anything of alarm. It does seem quite peaceful, and the only feeling of unrest comes from your companion. Would you take a breath as you wake up back in your bedroll? Nearby, you spot Realm, sitting peacefully, watching the desert.
I will send a message to Sophie and tell her that I'm sorry, that I didn't mean to take her place.
I'm glad you saw it. I'm getting worried. It's just getting worse.
I will get up and go sit next to Ro. I think you might be muted, Rhiannon.
What the fuck? But no, now you can hear me. Okay, no, it's just my being
Ralph says,
stupid.
"What the fuck? What the fuck?"
I put my arm around her.
I will lean into him. I won't say anything, but I will lean into him.
I won't push for her to say anything. I'll just lean against her also and in comfortable silence.
But Realm, in about half an hour's time, your watch is up.
Are you okay? Do you want me to
I'm
stay
okay.
up?
No, it's okay. Get some rest. Vaughn will sit up with me.
Okay. I'll give her a little kiss on the temple and then go into my bedroll.
Actually, I think it's Nia next. Sorry, I said it was. I was saying whoever was next. Yes, I got to mix.
And you go to look at Vaughn. You're like, wait a minute.
That's out.
It's not time yet. I'm still good. It's very disconcerting. Anyways, yes, Nia will sit up with me and it's fine.
I'll go wake up Nia.
wake up and I sit up and I see 2 people awake, which is odd.
Just not feeling very tired right now. I think I'll just sit up with you if that's okay.
You're more than welcome to, but I do worry you won't get the sleep that you need if you don't.
It's alright. One night isn't going to harm me.
I very much think it will, but it's up to you, darling. You
If I'm
might
still
get
awake, I'll
a
be
neat
like-
point of exhaustion.
If I'm still awake, I'm gonna be like, Vaughn can take the last watch alone. Probably.
You're more than
I
welcome
doubt he'll mind.
Take a quisp point of exhaustion. It's fine.
Take a quiz point of exhaustion for not sleeping.
All right. But everyone who is staying up for this watch, please do a perception check.
Well, okay. 17.
15.
Okay. You both notice during your time sitting up and staring out into the very open horizon another distant little dust cloud that just begins to peek over the horizon. It doesn't seem to change in size or shape. You can hear distant celebratory cries, and then the cloud fades.
Oh no, they done fucked something up.
The kobolds.
We should have followed them, maybe. Should have followed them, maybe.
I don't
What?
know what kobolds are like. Should we be worried about that?
I mean, it might be too late now. I think they're fairly chaotic. I don't know any.
We met one.
It's all
I
gone
didn't.
asleep in the
I
distance.
didn't!
No, this one.
Yes,
True, Solus didn't. It was Misala.
we're not saying that all kobolds are the same.
All kobolds aren't sex fiends. Just some of them.
Oh boy.
Wow.
What?
Boy.
Was I not
In
supposed
front
to
of
say
my
the quiet part
salad?
out loud? What?
Oh boy.
I don't know what to do about that. Do we do anything about that, or do we just accept that the kobolds are happy about something?
They're not allowed to be happy.
Happy. How dare they be happy?
I feel like any sort of happiness could be nice.
They murdered a whole town and they're happy.
We don't know.
I'm asleep, I
Do we know that they murdered? Are kobolds murderous particularly?
Your guess is as good as mine. The only one I ever met was Fitzroy. We don't really have kobolds in the Underdark. Or I don't think I ever paid attention when I was in King's Call.
I mean, are there guards and towns? And I just feels like there's so much that we're responsible for fixing, and sometimes it's just exhausting, isn't it?
Yes.
Like a
Callius, stop pretending you're better than us and laugh.
It's just like the timing is so perfect every single time. It's amazing. And now everyone is
Fall off your chair? Did you fall off your chair?
Because I'm embarrassed.
It happens to everyone. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just so
trying to
relaxed
make it
around you
stop.
all.
He's trying to make it stop.
It's so comfortable.
Connie's just like,
My headset got stuck on my cheek.
It's just like, I don't know if it's been perfect timing every time so far. Like, it's like the second you stop.
Have a serious moment.
Oh my god,
sorry,
I
I'm
wish
nervous.
all like 8 of his
Oh my
family was not here right now.
I really need to get a
What were we
But-
talking about?
The cloud on the horizon seems to disappear over the course of your conversation, and
How
the
far away are they
calls in
from
the
us?
distance quite far.
Oh, okay.
You just picked up a little dust cloud and heard something echoing across the very flat terrain.
It was
But the
the
dust cloud, it was the gas. The dust cloud has faded, and the horizon is clear again.
Is that are those thoughts the reason that you're up right now? You're worried about having too much on our plate?
Not exactly. I had a dream. And, I think we need to try and get to Soulskid. But maybe it's just me, maybe it's just I need to go to Soulskid, but maybe Sophie needs me again.
Well, we already discussed that we are heading north. Darby has said we're going to head north, so you're not going alone. Clearly, we're all going to go with you. So if Sophie needs you, then we all go.
Just, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Is there anything that I can do for you?
I don't think so. Thank you, though.
Alright, well, if there is anything I can do, do let me know.
I will. I'm alright.
Spend a little more time sitting up and watching. But eventually, your time will come to a close as well. Darby, your eyes open, but you are staring up at a black sky. Night is around you still, and there are trees that canopy over you, evergreens, snow-brushed. There is a familiar, coppery scent, so thick and heavy, you swear you can taste it in your throat. You sit up, and might no longer be surprised to find that you are not in your bedroll, but in a small, slushy clearing in somewhat familiar woods. In addition to the slush and mud that runs towards you in channels, are twinges of red, seeping from pools and splatters of blood that are painting your surroundings in ominous patterns. Can you give me a perception check, please?
I can do. That's a natural 20.
Okay. They blend well with the woodland and the earthy tones that streak the snow. But to you, they are chillingly easy to spot. There are feathers scattered about this clearing, and they look exactly like your own. You can make out a trail ahead of you of broken branches, disturbed snow, more splatters of blood, and scattered feathers. What do you do?
I'm gonna get up and just. Am I in my armor right now, or am I just raw dogging it?
You are in your bedclothes.
Okay, cool. I'm still gonna just go that way in the direction of the broken trees, all of the feathers, with haste.
Okay. It is not a difficult trail to follow. It is very clear that you are following the scars of a fight. Gashes exist in the trunks of trees. Wood has splintered off and litters blood-smeared snow. Pine needles and branches mark the path as if laid there deliberately, until you find the first corpse. You recognize the face of the warrior that you approach. And it is a man who looks not dissimilar to you, a man you'd crossed blades with in a dream not terribly unlike this. He is splayed out on his back, his neck sliced clean open, blood pooled at his back. A back, you notice, that is separated from its wings. Pieces of them lie scattered around him, barren of feathers in many places, soaked in blood in others. Do you continue?
Yep.
The path gets no less difficult to navigate, and you find more corpses on your way. They all share a resemblance to you in far too many ways. Similar features, similar hair, similar stature, and identical wings. Some of the deceased are fortunate to still have those wings attached, but you notice a trend in that a majority of them have been cut or ripped off. Your path eventually comes to an end in another clearing, and it is not just another corpse that you find. There is a man here, familiar and breathing, albeit a little labored. Klaus sits on the bare trunk of a felled tree. That ominous black blade is impaled on the earth in front of him, and he's leaning his weight into it. He seems quite bloody. So much of it soaks him and the surroundings that you almost didn't notice there was one more corpse at his feet. It is not a warrior like the others, not one that you have faced before, but it still resonates with you. It appears female, if the curve of their jaw and relative size of them is an appropriate judge. Their wings are still attached and sprawl wide at their back, attached through her furs and her armors that are saturated red, and feathers still surround where they lie. Their chest is gouged open, and that blade is still wedged in the space where flesh and bone might have once been. Their face is tipped towards you, and it looks so very much like your own. Lifeless, staring. Her hair is braided in styles that you remember your father teaching you, decorated in beads that you can remember him carving the like of. You have been noticed, if your being here was ever actually a surprise. But for now, he just watches you. What do you do?
I'm going to approach the corpse in front of him and just kind of stare at it. I'm assuming it is very dead. They're very dead. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna stare at him. And
I
take
promise.
him. Go ahead.
I had no intention of bringing this kind of violence here. And he kind of shifts like he's about to stand, but sinks back down instead. I meant it when I said you would be difficult to reach. Your matron tried very hard to keep me from your head. She must care for you quite fiercely. It is a shame, though, how others of your like aren't treated with the same protectiveness. It's a pity. They are quite tenacious warriors. I never wanted it to be quite this messy, but she just kept throwing them like pebbles at the rampart.
I never would have assumed that she would do any of that for me, or I never would have asked you to meet me.
In a way, it is kind of admirable to choose to commit yourself so completely to a cause that even death does not free you from your divine obligation. But of course, you all did get to choose, right?
No.
Well, I am disappointed as ever by your matron. But my musings have taken us somewhere unpleasant. Darby, I know that we have met before, but never quite as honestly as this, and I do apologize for my poor manners. I'm here now, as promised. What can I do for you?
I had questions, but I don't know. Everything feels very different now. I'll start with what feels like the easiest one. Why do you want to meet with us now? Why do you want to talk to us now? And is it going to end in bloodshed like this? Who else is going to get hurt when we get there?
If it's any condolences, these people are all already dead. But to answer your question, you are becoming threats and champions in your own right, and it feels appropriate to address sooner rather than later. I would love for there to be no bloodshed. Truly.
But that's not going to stop it from happening, is it?
That is more your decision than mine.
Why in Mina are you all are you just heading in that way anyway, or is there another reason?
There is a reason. There is something I have to do there that I very much do not want to. It is difficult to explain. But you might understand.
Why might I understand?
Because there is someone there like you. Someone chosen for something they never agreed to. And unfortunately, that puts them in a very vulnerable position.
And you mean to kill them?
I am meant to kill them.
Why?
How much do you know about yourself?
They laugh. I only learned what I was, sort of, a name for it, maybe a week or 2 or 3 ago. So not much.
You share the blood of gods. You are an angel, essentially. And as long as you exist on this plane, as you are, the person who gave you that blood will have a way to exist on this plane.
So eventually you're going to kill me too.
It would seem that way.
I guess that explains why every other time I have seen you, you have tried to kill me or stabbed me.
To be fair, it seemed appropriate at the time.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, that's a lot to take in.
I promise I understand. I was like you once.
How so?
I had god blood too. I was chosen, just like you.
By who?
Someone who doesn't choose often.
Because my brain is in like 1,000 places right now. But you're not. Okay. But you're not anymore.
No.
How does that happen?
Not cheaply. And it is not something I can do for you.
Who could?
The gods, if you are inclined to look that way.
As inclined as I ever have been, I guess.
Oh, come now. Angel of Nalai, Paladin. Where else would you look?
I don't know if I want to be any of those things. I never asked to be. Maybe I just want to be Darby. Maybe I just want to look around me on the ground. Not. Yeah.
I can sympathize. I have been there too. Perhaps there is a way out for you. It is not the path I walked, but maybe you could find your own. And he's going to push himself up, leaning his weight on his sword until he can pry it from where it had lodged.
I immediately tense.
When he spots that, he kind of tilts his head. Says, okay. And he will sheath his blade.
Are you hurt?
Slightly. One does not cut down many ex-angels of a angry goddess without suffering some injuries, but I have had worse. I will have worse.
And you said that you... Do you have much experience with Nalai?
Not terribly much. My time as a chosen was spent very much elsewhere. Not in her purview.
Like where?
Elsewhere.
Can I do an insight check? Just...
You can.
Okay. Fuck me! Okay. That is a 21.
What are you inciting?
Just kind of a vibe check if anything seems dishonest or manipulative in a way, I don't know. What made you decide to walk away?
I was very devout. I did everything I was asked. Everything. And for it, for some reason, I was punished. And I still have not quite figured out what I did that upset my god so. Fortunately, I no longer care. But I knew then that no one so removed and disinterested in the little lives they are caring, or they're pretending to care about. No one like that deserves worship.
Um, the things that you said in the past have stuck with me a lot more than I think they should have. But I think you're right. It's not fair to be thrown around by people who don't remember what it's like.
It isn't. And yet it happens every day. And I am looking forward to seeing you in Amina. I think you'll understand a little more once you know the challenge I face.
Maybe, assuming we don't all kill each other, maybe we could talk more.
I am quite hoping we do not kill each other and that we talk more. It has only ever been my goal. Well, mostly.
Aside from the other stuff.
Aside from the other stuff. I do not pretend to be a good person or to have good intentions, but I do believe they all need to die, at whatever cost.
I mean, maybe they do, but maybe everyone else doesn't.
If there was a way to do both, well, it might be beyond me.
When you maybe there is a way that you don't know about, but when you said there was a different path for me to potentially walk, do you know what it might be, or are you just saying there might be another one?
Genuinely, I am not sure what kind of path you could walk, but optimistic there is one. But it would be on you to discover. I cannot put you on something like that, and I won't.
I understand. In the interest of maybe reaching out to you for all of the questions I will inevitably have when I can think at all, can I give you something?
Depends entirely on what.
Can you even take anything with you that I give you?
Depends entirely on what.
I'm gonna... What I should have done before asking, see if I have any of the necklaces I made around my neck.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. You look down, and initially you find that you are just in your bedclothes. But as you furrow your brow and think on this thing you would like to possess, it does appear, looped around your neck.
It is just a sending stone.
You are trying to give me a sending stone.
Yes.
I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. And he'll extend his free hand.
I am going to take my hand and hold the bottom of his hand, and then I'm going to take my other hand and pull the necklace off and put it in his hand and close it around it. And I'm gently going to also do a lay on hands.
Okay. For how much?
Fuck it for 10, 15.
Okay. As you do that, you are given just enough time that the magic kind of leaps over before he's pulled his hand back quick. And he seems to be eyeing you.
I will hold up my hands. It says only trying to help. I'm sorry.
I appreciate the effort. But I should not linger here, and neither should you.
Fair enough.
I really am sure that there is a path for you. But no one can tell you what that is. You simply have to find it.
Assuming I have the time to find it.
Assuming you have the time.
Assuming you don't have to kill a squadron of ex-angels. You don't... And I look conflicted when I say this, but I'm gonna fucking say it anyway. You don't have to be a stranger here. In my head, I guess.
I appreciate the open door. Assuming I don't have to fight a squadron of angels, maybe I'll find my way back to it.
Yeah. Can I ask for something that is maybe very stupid?
Depends on what it is.
The words that you said back then are not the only things that I think about a lot, and I am afraid that if I don't know something, it's because we might kill each other, and I don't know. Could I hold your hand?
What?
Can I hold your hand? If not, it's fine. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I get it. It's weird. I shouldn't have said anything. It's totally fine.
Let me think on it.
That is better than I expected. So, you have the stone and the open door, and I guess we'll see you in a few days.
I have the stone, an open door, and I do hope I see you in a few days.
I
Be
hope so.
careful in the
Mhm.
desert, by the way.
Yeah, there's lots of kobolds out here, and it's really hot, and I hate it.
There's a lot worse than kobolds.
Oh, good.
There is worth in keeping a set of eyes down.
Are there big worms?
Maybe one or two.
Okay, I love worms. Okay.
Good luck, Angel. And he will step back over the log and just begin to fade.
See you soon, Klaus. Bye. Then I just wave awkwardly. And then I just look at a bunch of corpses for a while, I guess.
You wave awkwardly and pace a path of corpses. All of them quite familiar. One you've never seen before, but you know. And it is with a bitter chill that you will be pushed from this place and awaken, short of breath, both bitter cold and uncomfortably warm. You look to where Solace and Viconia sit, looking like they are about to finish their watch themselves. And then the three of you notice that distant cloud of dust on the horizon, beginning to grow in size as it barrels straight for you. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Vaughn's still sleeping. Hasn't even got to his watch.
It was about to be his watch, so you can just wake up ready to roll.
Nice.
Not everyone, though. I think.
Yeah, that's the thing though, is if Vaughn saw Solace awake and found out Solace was still awake, Vaughn was gonna put Solace to sleep.
Whoa!
Just whack her upside the head.
Some of us will be much less ready to go than the others.
Quick question though, because I did second watch, do I get a full rest because I only have to sleep for
Yes.
4 hours? Okay.
Yes. Unfortunately, the only person that did not get a full rest will be Solace.
Even if Vaughn puts her to sleep.
Well, at this point, you may not have a chance.
Ah, yeah.
And Realm so far.
We'll find out. No. Oh, yep. And Realm. Sorry. Yep, because Realm had first watch. So both Realm and Solace.
Why are you like this?
He did
Well, I
first
mean, Realm
watch! He
did
was being
watch.
I
vigilant!
wouldn't have had a full rest anyways.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
If it's about to start. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you know what?
I could have
No,
gone back to bed, but I didn't. I stayed up.
Taking a point of exhaustion for the story. Get out of here.
I'm taking a point of exhaustion.
Have I not done enough for the mechanics for you? Ethan, have I not suffered enough for
No.
optimization for you?
No one suffered enough yet. Anyways, on that happy note, everyone have a wonderful Saturday night.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.